Now that we are back in the pink bedroom, thank goodness, it's now time to talk about one of my other favourites of Chris and his shows. Now this show, I watch it every single night because I've never known for a show to be so relaxing, so peaceful to watch before you go to bed. I really highly recommend watching this. Now this show is called Step Inside.
Oh, listen. It's the house. There must be a story to tell.
So Step Inside is all about a groundsman, obviously played by Chris, but he plays the character of Mr. Mopple, who works as a groundsman. And whenever he hears this really beautiful glittery sound, it means that there is a house that is waking up. So the house that you see is obviously magic, and it means that there is a story to tell. So as he walks into the house, we meet Twinkle the cat, Chloe the clock, and Boris the bookcase. I have got thousands of well, obviously apparently there are only about 40 episodes of that show, but I have to say I have got quite a few episodes that I absolutely love watching, and it's so beautiful to watch. But one in particular that is my absolute favourite is the one with Grandmother and I. So on this episode, we see that Twinkle wants to sit on a lap, but of course Chloe can't because she's a clock, and Boris certainly can't because he's a bookcase. So the only way for that to happen is for Mr. Mopple, the groundsman, to do it for her. Him.
Ooh.
There you are.
Now what happens?
Well, if we were in a rocking chair, we could rock back and forth, like this.
Oh, that would be nice.
Aww, I wish I could sit on Chris's lap. That would be so nice. I have to say, Twinkle is such a lucky boy. During that story, I love how he does these really weird sounds, I think he does. But the best part is when he wiggles his toes and makes the scratching sound. Let's have a little look at it. Nice boots. One thing I had no idea about Step Inside was the film location was actually in Wales. I mean, how could I not even notice? Because it's I thought it'd be somewhere up in North London. You've got the country, you've got the trees, you've got the house, and it's just so beautiful to look at. If only I could build a house around that area, that would just be the best. I love open spaces and everything, especially doing a bit of gardening in your garden where the sun is out. What a perfect time. I feel that is why I love that show so much. It's so beautiful. It's all outdoors. Perfect house that looks so old. It's just beautiful. One of the most funniest episodes that I've seen on Step Inside was the time, I think it was the story Lucky Mucky Pup. I think that's what the story is called on that episode. So apparently there is a fly that is flying around everywhere, and it's causing so much stress and chaos with everyone. But I have to show you the end of what actually happens to Mr. Mopple. It is absolutely hilarious. Oh, Mr. Mopple, are you all right? Did you see the part when I picked up a tomato and was like, oh, as relaxing as that show is, even there is a little funny moment. One thing that I had no idea about before Chris started his career, he was actually going to be a voice impressionist. I'm pretty sure you would all know what that means. But what really did surprise me, I think it was that Lucky Farmer Duck or something. Farmer Duck it's called, I think. Yes. And he does these really amazing animal impressions. Let's have a little look at it.
Quack, 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 quack. Ooh, moo, 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 said the cow. Ba, 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 said the sheep.
what we call an expert of voice impressions. I mean, I can't even do that. I can do a good chicken though, but I won't do it. But I have to say that is amazing. I mean, wow. I also loved the part when, especially he kept going like quack, 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 quack. That is absolutely hilarious. Sometimes, whenever I watch Step Inside, I always visualise myself. I'm sitting on Chris's lap and I'm gently leaning my head just like that by his chest, and I look at the story, and as I listen to him read, I gently close my eyes and I fall asleep in his chest and he's holding on to me. One big theory that I have of Step Inside, I don't know if this could be true, but when I started to Google this a couple of weeks ago, I kind of noticed a little bit of a discovery. So apparently the characters Twinkle and Chloe are I think they are voiced by women. Obviously, well, yeah, of course they are, because I recognise it. However, there's no voice actor on Boris. So my theory is that Chris Jarvis is also the voice of Boris. Do you think he is? Because I certainly do. I mean, he does so many voice impressionists that I definitely recognise a couple, but I am pretty sure that he might have been Boris. Do you think he was? Let me know in the comments. That would be the best. Another one of my favourite episodes of Step Inside was the story, Dad, I Can't Sleep. So Dad, I Can't Sleep is about a little panda bear, and of course he can't sleep. So Daddy Panda encourages him to try counting sheep or some sorts of animals. And what really amazed me, and what I still find so hard to say, is talk about dinosaurs. So as Chris is reading the story, he goes 10 bazillion diplodocuses, triceratops or Tyrannosaurus Rex or something. I mean, the dinosaurs I've mentioned, and obviously I don't think they're even in the story. But let's just have a little look at the way that he carries on with the story and how he reads it out. It is unbelievable.
202 diplodocuses, 203 diplodocuses, 46 stegosauruses, 47 stegosauruses, 2 zillion pterodactyls, 2 zillion and 1 pterodactyls, 2 zillion and 2 pterodactyls.
I seriously wonder how many takes it took for him to get the pronunciations right. I mean, it took me a while to pronounce 2 zillion diplodocuses. I mean, I struggled with that at the start, but thank God I can finally say it properly. And so we now come to the moment we've all been waiting for, the minute that he presented CBeebies. Woo! I don't know if this was even true, but I am pretty sure I saw it on Google. But Chris actually co-founded, I think, the CBeebies house. And I think he and Poi were the very first presenters to actually present the show. Unbelievable, isn't it? Let's have a little look at their very first appearance.
Hello, I'm Chris.
Hello, I'm Poi.
And this is CBeebies.
It's brand new and especially for you. We'll be here every day with lots of treats in store.
Wow. God, it just makes you feel so nostalgic, doesn't it? It's funny because, I mean, I think I remember the very first time that there was an advert about CBeebies and how it was going to be pronounced and everything. So it really does surprise me a lot. And I think, am I okay to watch that? But of course I thought, you know what? No, I'm still a bit too young, even though I was about 6 when this first appeared. But still, I still watch CBeebies from time to time. And especially the time when I watched Oh Yes It Is, and then I presented that show, especially when he played Buttons. Sometimes, I wish to God I should have mentioned this in Oh Yes It Is when I was doing the Christmas one of the most rarest and forgotten kids shows. I really wish to God, I could have shown the part where he dresses up as Buttons, walks over to Cinderella, and he has the most biggest pearly white smile as he says hi to her. Oh, let's have a little look at it.
Hello, Cinderella.
Hello, Buttons.
Man, if he ever came up to me at this very moment and said hi to me, I would probably faint.
Hello, Emily.
Another memory I have of Chris on CBeebies was when him and all like the other original presenters of CBeebies, they had their own different coloured door and they would sing the Days of the Week song. Let's have a little look at it.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what's the day? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what's the day? It's Sunday! I'm Poy, I'm Sid, I'm Chris, I'm Sue, and I'm Nicole. Happy holiday for you! You can walk like a man and see baby's day.
You can catch a bus on a CBeebies day.
You can play on your own
Or have a friend to stay
on this wonderful CBeebies day.
Oh my god, I remember my sister and me, we always sang this song. We always like did the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what's the day? And the thing that really annoyed me was that we would like whenever they say like I'm Poi, I'm Sid, I'm Chris, I'm Sue, and I'm Nicole. I mean, when me and my sister always sang that, she would always go first. So first she'd be Poi, I would be Sid, and she'd be Chris, and then I'd be Sue, and she'd be Nicole. And every time I kept on singing I'm Sid, she would just start laughing at me, and that always winded me up. It was so annoying. It's like, oh well, Chris is a boy's name, so I should laugh at you. But yeah, it's just insane, absolutely crazy. I also loved the part when Chris like always sang the good night song. I still to this day wonder, did he write that song? Because if he did, wow, because I mean the good night song on CBeebies has always been there for like so many years, probably since it first aired. But let me show you the most rarest moments of CBeebies good night song.
The time has come to say goodnight, to say sleep tight till the morning light.
The time has come to say goodnight. It's the end of a lovely day.
We've had so much fun today, tomorrow's just a dream away.
And now it's time to say goodnight at the end of a lovely. At the end of a lovely day.
You all probably are like, oh, I remember this, I remember that, oh my god. But how can we forget this one?
The time has come to say goodnight, to say sleep tight till the morning light. Oh, the time has come to say goodnight. It's the end of a lovely day. We've had so much fun today. Tomorrow's just a dream away. And now it's time to say goodnight at the end of a lovely day. Good night.
Oh, I remember like listening to that song so many times that my mom eventually got involved. It became my mother's favourite song in the evening. It always brought her so much like comfort. And I remember like usually about 7 o'clock-ish, I would always put on the CBeebies channel just to show it to her, and she absolutely loved it. She always sang along to it, and it was just so nice to see. So now that we know a lot more about Chris on the CBeebies channel, I mean, I haven't watched CBeebies in years, so I honestly don't know what is going on exactly. But I do know for a fact that the show, Show Me, is still on, only on the weekends, of course. And yeah, I have watched a little bit of it, but I just can't seem to get into it. So yeah. I have got to tell you this, and I'm probably going to be very embarrassed when I tell you this, but when I was like about 11 or 12, I still watched a bit of CBeebies. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. But have you guys watched, like, It's All About Chris, where like he talks, well, like there's this narrator and like You see, like, it's almost everything you've ever wanted to know about Chris. Now, now, obvious, and like the sweetest thing is that you get to see little baby pics of like your favourite presenters as they were growing up. I have got to show you this.
Chris didn't always look the way he does now. Just take a look at him growing up. Oh, coochie, coochie, coo.
Oh, did you see that little baby pic of him? Doesn't he look so cute and happy there? Oh, I'm pretty sure even as a little kid, he must have been so happy. He must have had such a perfect childhood. Bless him. Chris, if you're watching this, I hope this does not embarrass you. But then again, did you really pick that picture up? And I think I also had no idea about Chris is that he also has starred in like pantomimes for like many, many years. And it makes me so sad because it's like the amount of times I've been to pantomimes and I have never seen him in person. Well, maybe I did see him. Maybe I did watch him and I just don't have the memory for it. But of course, I mean, it does make me miss like the theatre a lot. It makes me miss my job so much and I really do want to go back. And it's really sad because I would love to star in pantomime. And if I ever do get the opportunity, I really hope that he would see me in that and he would just give me that smile and think, wow, you are so good. Let's talk about CBeebies in the night bedroom. Now, I'm only going to show you just like, well, maybe a couple of clips. I'm not too sure yet. But I really do remember like when they did a segment of like in the night garden, but instead it was about in the night bedroom. And of course you got Chris and Poi, and then it goes like, oh, look who's here. Like, it's Chris. Hello, Chris. And then Chris will go, Chris. So, and of course, like, Poi will go like, Poi. And it's funny though, because like that's when I realised, I thought, oh, that's what In the Night Garden was all about. Like they say, the characters say their name, which is a bit awkward. I mean, if people said, hi, Emily, I'd be like, Emily. But I have to show you this one little clip from it.
Poi. You're right, Poi. If he doesn't wake up soon, he'll miss In the Night Garden.
Poi.
A bell. Good idea, Poi.
Poi. Poi.
A horn. Good idea, Poi.
Poi.
A megaphone.
Oh, I wish to God that somebody would upload the rest of that because that was the minute it ended. So I don't know if Poi was able to wake Chris up or if they just went straight to Into the Night Garden. When we was all in lockdown, obviously this was our very first national lockdown. Everyone was terrified. Everyone was like very depressed and upset about it. However, when I found, I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I just YouTubed his name for some odd reason. And I found this lovely video of him, and I have to admit, he has got so old. Apparently, I like found out that he like now has his own show. I think it's called like Magic Den or Little Radio or something like that. And the most sweetest thing was that what he said was the things that have cheered him up a lot. So let's have a little look at it.
Something that's really cheered me up during lockdown is watching old TV programmes, especially sitcoms. I love them. I'll show you some in a moment. But it's something you might like to try as well. Watch a programme that you watched years ago because it will remind you of happier times and it might bring back a few other memories as well. And it's escapism. Look, nobody's going to know if you watch something that's really babyish or something. It doesn't matter as long as you feel happy.
Watching that just made me realise, I mean, I should have known about this a long time ago. I mean, yeah, watching old shows back from when I was a child, I mean, they were the best days of my life. And I think that's what really did give me the inspiration to like produce the shows and like talk about the shows that I've done. I like for the past few years and like share with you my funny memories I had. And of course, it really is escapism. And it's funny because I remember when I went through that really tragic time, and when I started watching High Five again, that was the massive escapism for me. And it was just a great, I mean, not saying it was escapism, but it was like a way of helping me cope through this difficult time. So thank you, Chris, for that. That really did like help me out a lot. And it's like, it has made me realize, you know what? I don't have to be ashamed of what I watch. If it's escapism, if it makes you feel happy, if it makes you feel good, if it reminds you of happier times, that is exactly right. So we can definitely learn a lot from Chris. I mean, he really does know just how to make people happy. He loves to make people smile, and he's definitely made me smile, and I really hope I have made him smile. Another thing I'm about to tell you is going to come to a bit of a shock to you. Now, some of you may know this, but some of you probably don't. But I hope that if he sees this, he will not get mad at me. But Chris's real name is not Chris, and it's not Christopher. Christopher is actually his middle name. But you're not going to believe this, but his first name is Martin. So in all honesty, it's Martin Christopher Jarvis. Why did he change it for? I mean, was that just to change the stage name or something? Does his mom like not like the name Martin, or does she still call him by that? I don't know, but yeah, I can never understand, like, why did he change it? I mean, why can't he just be called Martin Jarvis? Him talking about how much it was all about escapism, of like watching your own favourite TV shows. I think that was another reason why I wanted to do this documentary. Not just because, I mean, there were shows that starred him that was so rare and so forgotten. I mean, there were loads that I've obviously showed you. But of course, I mean, I thought, you know what? I have to do this documentary about Chris. I mean, that is just adorable. And I mean, I really do hope that I will like, because I mean, it's funny because like he has given me like the encouragement to like get myself out there, go and audition for a pantomime, just show him how energetic you can be. But at the moment, I feel like there is a sign, because I mean, yesterday I was at my dance, I was also like working, and my teacher came up with this really good idea. So I'm thinking that is a good sign that I'm gonna be noticed. Maybe not. Well, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. But yeah, if you guys know Chris personally and yeah, if you think that he should give this a watch, please let him know. Let him know that this is all about him and about all the goodness that he showed and like shared, and the happiness that he brought. So yeah, I really do hope that, you know, he will be back into pantomime again. I mean, he does them every single year. But of course, I mean, he also said that, like, just not so long ago, that when you like put on a show, it has to have a story. And you know what? And that is good, because as I'm doing a writing course, it really has helped me like encourage myself a lot more about what to write and about what characters to use, how you're going to start off the story and everything. So his advice has really like given me so much more confidence. And I have to admit, the last assessment I did, I obviously got 100% for that. And of course, I based it on Step Inside. So yeah, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. And I'm so sorry that, again, this had to be split into another video. I'm absolutely gutted about it, because I wanted to make this like a 1 hour special. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But hopefully, I will think of something, of another TV show that we all loved watching. I still am not 100% sure, because I'm running out of ideas. I'm running out of other shows that I might do. But yeah, if you loved this video so much, do give it a like. If you want to see some more videos, do give me a subscribe, because there are loads more that I've done in the past. And if you have, like, if you want me to do another CBeebies presenter, or if you want me to do this video again, then yeah, do let me know in the comments. Okay, so I will see you soon, and take care. Bye.